Well, it was a busy weekend for bikers who either went to Rio de Janeiro, which is a bit far for most Europeans, or he went to Ricard, where the sun was shining, and it was the Boldor, a 24-hour bike race, the Le Mans of two wheels. Saturday morning, 80,000 bikers pouring into the south of France circuit, coming from all over France and all over Europe to see one of the biggest motorcycle events of the year. A lot of my English friends down there thoroughly enjoyed this race, but meanwhile in the pits, last preparations in the Yamaha Motor France pit, where they're honouring Yasumoto Nagai's memory, who died in Assen just a few days before. Yasu had won the 94 Boldor with the Sarin brothers, Christian and Dominique, for who this 95 Boldor is going to have a really special flavour. Christian will be in the pits, not on the track. Dominique is riding in his last race, as he told us. Well, let's go down to the grid. Pole for Stefan Chambon's Ducati ZDM 916. Saron's Yamaha number 9 is 9th. And the young number 1 Yamaha for Morillas, Adrian Morillas, is 4th. Jean-Claude Olivier, Yamaha team manager, tells us about their strategy.
Une stratégie qui est celle de
sans trop traîner. Just watch how it goes, not lose too much time in the pits, and go as fast as they can on the track. It's as simple as that. Well, here's Paul Ricard, and they're ready for a spectacular start. 74 bikes lining up on the grid. It's a Le Mans type start, so you've got to be fit as well as talented. All creeping a bit, waiting for the start. Nobody's going to give in. Oh, look at Chambon, Stefan Chambon. That's a quick run across, but he, in fact, is second off because the quickest man away from there is Alain Vireur on the Honda RFV RC45. So great and fun-filled start. And just look at this scene coming down the back of the circuit. What an incredible sight this really is. Motorcycle endurance racing at its very, very best. Well, Chambon takes the lead in front of Vireur's Honda and Ferracci's Ducati. And soon the Honda gets back into the lead, confirming the favourite place after 4 victories in the early season. But after 30 minutes of racing, there's problems already for the leading Honda. Vireur brings the bike into the pits. Electrical problems that will only be solved after they've made 2 pit stops out of routine. Well, the first fuel stop's coming up, and the number 1 Yamaha comes into the pits. Adrian Morillas handing over the bike to Cralle Lindholm. And we've seen so much in the German Superbike Championship this year. But Lindholm is not used to this type of racing. It's his first time at Le Castellet, and he falls just 15 minutes after rejoining. Concerned teams see it on the monitors. In comes Lindholm. Some damage on the bike. He tells us what happened.
Lost the front end into the small hairpin. Came a little bit, got a little slide and came too fast into the hairpin, so locked the brake, locked the front up, so it's not a tire.
It takes 5 minutes to fix, so the factory Kawasaki ZXR of Terry Reimer of Britain, Jean-Louis Battistini and Jehan Dorje takes the lead in front of the number 8 Honda and the number 19 Ducati. The Yamaha eventually restarts 17th. It makes very quick rejoining because of the riders' talents. Also, their pit stops are absolutely perfect. It's 4th after 5 hours, and then it moves up into 3rd after problems for the Ducati. And then 2nd after problems for the Honda, which was in 2nd place. But bad news for the 2nd official Yamaha, which after many electrical problems has Dominique Saron going down on the bike. Comes back a bit shaken. and tells us what the problem is.
Le problème, c'est que j'ai fait une grosse glissade, donc une équerre.
Well, trouble is, I slid across the road, it was hit the curb hard, the shoulder was dislocated, pinched a nerve, my arm was paralysed, it was very hard to get back to the pits. But then night falls, creating new problems for the riders. Jean-Marc Deletang tells us about some of those problems. Well, you have to put special eye drops in to be quick at night, so as soon as you go out you can see immediately. It widens the pupils. It's the first time I've been so fast riding at night. Just before I had the sun full in my face, I could see nothing after the chicane in La Ferrière. Couldn't brake as I wanted, it was really hard going, but it's okay now. Well, many have gotten down, fallen since the start. Mattioli, Moineau, Monterey, Graziano, Stefan Mertens. And just before midnight, the race has to be yellow flagged for a while as bikes are picked up and brought back around the circuit. They follow around behind the safety car. And just after midnight, the race gets the green flag and gets back into action. So a lot of ambience out on the track, just like at Le Mans. There's a lot going on, rock concerts, fanfares, and of course, inevitably, a few drinks. Well, there's a different kind of ambience back in the pits. The tired crews being entertained. But there's bad news for Saron. He has to retire after falling again, hurts the shoulder again. So that's the end of his career. Not quite how he wanted it. The number 11 Kawasaki in the lead, but the number 8 Honda, which was in third place, has problems. And a wonderful fight develops out on the circuit. 94 Honda and the 35 Kawasaki are fighting out for third place. Seeing which is going to be the first of the privateers. The number 1 Yamaha of Cralle Lindholm, and Deletang is heading for second place overall. And the Kawasaki, number 11 of Britain's Terry Reimer, Jean-Louis Bastatini and Hereth Dorgay takes a famous victory here in the Boldor.
Certes, nous étions là pour gagner, mais quand on analyse.
Second place for Yamaha, Jean-Claude Olivier tells us that we came to win, but after the death of Nagai, it was hard to make a new team quickly, so I think second place is not so bad. It's a good result for our riders, despite all the difficulties, and particularly because... So victory for the Kawasaki factory team. Great one for Terry Reimer. Well done, Terry. All his fans at home appreciating a fantastic ride. Second place for Cralle Lindholm, Deletang on the Yamaha, and third for Kutel Hakan and Pinchade on their privateer, Kawasaki. They did it. Well, despite retiring, France's Michel Mattioli and Belgian Stefan Mertens are crowned World Endurance Champions.